Alright everyone, we're beginning of part 2 with I guess the rally float. Whatever this float is called, and it's just going by. But it's leading in our next all new giant character balloon, and it's someone who it's great to have this character back. Mr. Peter Parker, also known as Spider-Man. Spider-Man has been in the parade since the 9th big balloon parade back in 2023. So now after like a year and a half he's back. Spider-Man has a few things to promote, like uh, his new show on Disney Plus, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and also his brand new movie coming out next year, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I think that's what it's called, if I'm correct. He also has his Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends show, which will be getting a spin-off called Iron Man and His Awesome Friends. So yeah, there goes Spidey web slinging down the parade. And also in Spider-Man news, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out in 2027. So that's a lot of big Spidey sensing, spine tingling news. So yeah, there goes Mr. Peter Parker. We're very happy to have you back in this parade. It's pizza time for him now. All right, we are back, and I think it's good to have this unit, especially what's been going on recently. It's Minecraft. The Minecraft movie has come out. We have Steve and Alex on their little floats, and Chicken Jockey, the Netter, Flint and Steel. I am Steve. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. But we got Minecraft. Okay, but it's time for our next giant character balloon. It's none other than the Super Saiyan warrior, Goku. This is Goku's 5th appearance. And what Goku is here to promote is, well, I guess Dragon Ball Super is back. He can also promote Dragon Ball Daima. But I think Goku's another great character that we have in our parade. So with that said, he's on his flying Nimbus as Goku takes his flight down. As usual, just with One Piece, you could watch the anime, or if you don't want to watch the anime, you could watch the manga. So yeah, Goku is flying down. It's been around a year since Akira Toriyama passed, so Goku still salutes him for this very awesome character. So there goes Goku. Hopefully no Kamehameha blast. So yeah, there's our Super Saiyan Warrior Goku. And there he goes flying by. Alright, we're back, and it's the Hedgehog back and better than ever as it turns down the route. But we got an all new unit coming down. Is this Optimus Prime and Bumblebee from Transformers? Yes, it is, and they're just taking a stroll down the route. So Autobots roll out. Yeah, they're a great new addition. And now we have baseball, basketball, and football making a strike, slam, and touchdown the route. Football is all new, and it's accompanying the baseball and basketball this time. We only have 4 more giant character balloons coming by, and behind this float comes another one. He's blue. He's got these clean red shoes. Who could it be? Sonic the Hedgehog. His face went down a bit, but alright, he's good now. Sonic's obviously got to go fast. We had the movie back in December, which was obviously a smash hit. Sonic almost had a 1993 there, but he's good. He's still in good shape. The blue blur lives to see in our parade. Sonic obviously has lots to promote. His 4th movie will be coming out in 2027 already. Who knows? It's probably going to feature the characters who we saw at the end of the movie. But there goes Sonic. He obviously has lots to promote. Like, he's got a new racing game, but he doesn't have as much to promote, unlike what Nintendo is coming to promote, which we'll see them later on towards the end of the parade. So yeah, there goes Sonic. He's speeding off again. But here's the real Sonic now on this float. And he comes to wave hello. Sonic, I think you're going a bit too slow today. You could speed down the whole parade in a second. But yeah, I guess you want to see all your fans, so that's good. Alright, we continue off with this big pair of pumpkins. They're the Great Pumpkins. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That was a good transition. But we got Charlie Brown on Stoopy's doghouse turning the corner. Yeah, good grief, Charlie Brown. But You know, when we see this flow, you definitely know which giant character balloon is coming up next. Good grief, yet again. It's Snoopy. Here he is, Beagle Scout Snoopy along with Woodstock for their second appearance now. You know, Snoopy does have something big to promote, and it's none other than Peanuts' 75th anniversary. I think Snoopy's very excited to announce that, because, you know, it's been ever since 1950, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, and the rest of the gang have been serving up smiles and, you know, providing lots of laughs. So, you know, of course, we obviously love Peanuts, so yeah, I think Snoopy's having a great time as, you know, he does his little happy dance and Woodstock just spectates from above. So there they go. Way to go, Snoopy and Woodstock. We have some satisfactory news, and that's the parade's coming to its end. I think you could see the, if you can, you can see the red star on its way. I don't know if you really can, but we're coming towards the end. So as we go towards the beginning of the end of the parade, transitioning into it is this classic tower float, which we've seen many times before in the parade, and it's leading in the last of our new giant character balloons and our second to last one overall. It's the coolest Smurf in the whole village. Why did I say that? It's Smurfett. Smurfett is here obviously to promote that all new Smurfs movie where she's being voiced by pop icon Rihanna. Smurfett, and along with a whole bunch of other Smurfs, are, well, just like other old Smurf movies, they're traveling into our world to find the legend of what is a Smurf. So she has that to promote. You also got other various Smurf characters, including the influencer Smurf, I guess, but you know, I guess that's their way of being trendy. So, but you know, Smurfett's still here, and the Smurfs have been around for a very long time now. You know, spanning from their comic book to their own 80s TV show. And now always being reinvented through new movies, but it's Smurfette, and there she goes, making her grand debut. The last time the Smurfs were represented in the parade was at the Fourth Big Balloon Parade back when Papa Smurf first appeared. So yeah, there goes Smurfette on her way down. And the blue star is coming up right behind as we go towards the end. There goes the blue shooting star. And so we are back with Thomas the Tank Engine pulling this giant train down. You know, I think it's doing well. You have the green, the yellow, and the red section. And you know, a Silver Thomas just pulling it all down. Now, remember what I said about all this stuff that Nintendo got coming up? Well, we're going to talk about that. We got Mario here on this float. What's Mario got to promote? Well, the Nintendo Switch 2, including various stuff such as Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Kirby Air Riders, along with a few other properties such as Deltarune and Silk Song. So yeah, that's what Mario's come here for. You know, his balloon is no longer in the parade, but he's having a good time. And now here's the candy cane along with this lollipop, this dynamic duo of sweets. As we come closer to the grand finale, we have our third to last flow, which is this cool little lab. There it goes. As it makes its way down. But it's leading in our Fallen Giant character balloon. Who's that Pokemon? Making his third appearance in this version, it's Pikachu. Like a Pikachu. This is obviously a good balloon to end it off on. I guess it's the one with the more holiday design, even though we're not in Christmas though. But you know, Pikachu is here to promote other stuff like the Nintendo Switch 2, just like what Mario is here for. And also what's coming to Pokemon ZA, which is an expansion pass on the Nintendo Switch. The original Nintendo Switch is also bringing in a new rhythm heaven game along with Tamagotchi Life, Living the Dream. So yeah, Nintendo's got a whole bunch that's keeping its fans all happy. So you know, and I think Pikachu's happy too. So he's going to turn down the corner as we finish off with our giant character balloons. Just seriously, way to go, Pikachu. And yeah, there we go. You know, we gotta catch them all. And behind it is the Pokemon float, which the Pokemon float is behind Pikachu this time. But we got a few cool faces on it, Mr. Mime and Machop, and this giant Pokeball in them. Also, for the first time, Froakie is joining the float. So yeah, there they go. And now it's leading us into the very end of the parade. So how are we going to end off this parade if we don't have Sienna with us? We still got our 3 big presents making our way down. We got this green one, followed by the blue one, and last but not least the red one. I think it's a good way to close off the parade with these 3 presents. You know, I guess they must store some very big gifts. And just closing it off is this float. This nice little toy parade float, I guess we're calling it. And it's followed by the red star. Red star says hello and it's here now. And with just like that, we are closing off another great big balloon parade. Get ready, because next one will be the 15th big balloon parade with the debut of 4 new giant character balloons, which I still don't know who I'm choosing yet, but we will have 4 new balloons. And hope you really enjoy this big balloon parade for the 14th time. This is Toonie signing off.